temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up. All in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6. Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid. She ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery, long romance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy, little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Got me back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Private. You need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. No. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me. I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Richmond! Come back! Let's go,
Watson on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Richmond! Tiger! Richmond.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. On first down, it's Watson. Enunwa's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Watson. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
Richmond.
To throw is Watson. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Richmond. Tiger. Come back. Tiger.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, there in coverage.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, it's Fells. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
Lemire also just sit back, dare you to throw it up. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And here's Lewis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. William Golston in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Come back.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Come back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got a new one. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
4 down. Richmond. Hey.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Reset.
Back to throw, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now a play fake here on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
On third down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Target, down.
To throw on second is Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, Hyde. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Wilson to throw on third down. Looking left side, he's got a man. It's Adams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. On first down, Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. 3rd down, Carlos Hyde. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. To go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. They run it again with Kamara, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, and they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Richmond.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class, and there's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jamie Collins. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Black 99 Philly. Richmond. Tiger. Richmond.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Down. Green 39. Tiger.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Watson over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, there in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
Richmond.
Only way to play good defense.
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Come back, come back.
Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
4 down, 4 down. Richmond, Richmond.
On 1st down, Watson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
Tempo. Ready for one word. Be ready for one word.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
14.
Wilson, a final shot before break. And he floated one out there, incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 1st down, Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Wilson to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Black 22. Black 22.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Blue 80. Blue 80.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, it's Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Richmond.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Here's Watson. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Smith-Schuster now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Tempo.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Richmond. Come back.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Richmond. Black 22. Black 22. Tiger.
Here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build on. That's what they're looking for here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Let's go, let's go. Alert, 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 alert. Be ready for one word, be ready for one word.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Now Wilson on second down. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Now a first down throw. Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36.
Back 22. Reset 22. Tiger. Richmond.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep down, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Gordon with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Throwing now, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Gordon finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go to work. Come on.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come on, let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And Watson's going to throw it here. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Look good, though.
Richmond.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw is Watson. And he fends him off. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Now it's Watson. And the Raiders have got him. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Come back. Down. Black 22. Come back. 22. Come back.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the